Good day, sir. So first, I'm going to be Fifito, sir, from Bravo, where I'm the group to, sir. So today, sir, I'm tackle about what is administration. So according sa mong copy nga gihatag, sir, administration refers to action which are concerned with coordinating and managing an organization work. There is also administration of government, charities, and many other forms of organization. So ang kuanday, sir, ang administration bali gahatag na siya action sa og concern about sa iyang usa ka organization, sir, ga create siya and ga managing, sir. Sir, for example, sir, so sa like sa usa ka sa organization, sir, butang ato dire, sir, sa Lagoda Fertile, sir, ga board me, sir. So ang caretaker dire, sir, mao na ang ga managing dire, sir, ga management about sa building sa patakaran, but overall, sir, ang kana nga information nga gikan niya, sir, mao na siya ang admin, sir. So ang admin bali gahatag siya action about sa usa ka organization, no, or sa iyang mga subordinates. So there is also administration of government, charities, and many other form of organization. So ang concern ang administration kuan ni siya nasa sa like government, di ba, butang to sa atong country kinsay admin ginato sa country atong president, di ba, si President Duterte. So like sa atong mayor diri nagay mga sa charities, no, sa atong laylay tag religion, but nasa tayo laylay nga mga administration like pastor, priest, or etc. And many other forms of organization. Bisag asa nga organization nagunay sa mga admin, di ba, to give action and concern with about the organization work. Then next slide is, so mo na yung feature sa administration, di ba, like di ba, yun sa murag siya admin, din gihatag siya, murag gihatag siya, nag meeting siya, din siya nag give the information of their hanggang under niya siyang physician. So next, administration is the performance of tasks needed to operate an agency for general purposes. It can have a function, of course, of policy. So ang administration ga performance yun sa ang administration nagunay sa kinahanglan nga tumanon about sa task, kay di ka mabutang anang posisyon na kung murag wala kay kanang lang buhaton, di ba, murag ang kanang bali admin, ikaw galihok sa general purposes, bali ikaw ang tanan. It can have a function, of course, of policy. For example, kaya nimo nga tanggalon nimo ang usa nimo ka trabahante if kuan siya kanang di sa kuan siya yang trabaho, kanang mosulod ra siya, di na siya mo trabaho, marag kontra obra ra, so manakay right nga tangtangon nimo siya, di na kay right nga pwede nimo siya ibalhin, like example manager siya pero di sa kabalo mo dala siyang tawo. So example, nakay time nga may ibalhin sa dinero, kay ikaw may admin, so ang admin pinakamao na pinakadakong task sa usa ka organization, kay ikaw may ga-operate an agency for general purposes. Bali kung unsa ang imong idea na kinahanglan ipagawas, so mao sa na ilang sundon, di ba? So for example, as a companies change their plan, it is the duty of administrative personnel to make the appropriate communication adjustment to in the previous policy and begin enforcing the new direction. So ikaw kuno sa sample sa usa ka company, gay ang mga plano nimo gi-change nila. So as a admin personnel, so nakay mo kuan na right nga appropriate communication adjustment to previous policy, balay ningon sila nga kung kato nga daan nga policy murag ilisda nila og bag-o. So ikaw balay admin, so appropriate communication adjustment in the previous policy, so katos una ug naagi na tong policy, din mahimo na putag bago. So next slide is, typically the administration is defined by the person representing the organization appointed or elected to one position and responsible for the administrative function and policy decision of the organization they are appointed or elected to manage. So ang administration dili lang ingon nga direct to the point nga nakadiha or ikaw mismo, kundi ang kanang admin kuan ka selected or elected people nga gi-appoint ka diha, nga gibutang ka diha sa usa ka position, kay kanuman nakita nila nga ikaw karapat dapat na, di ba, kabalo ka mo manage sa imong tawo o sa usa ka organization, di ba, no, they are elected to manage. So mao na sa class gi-appoint gid na nga ang admin dili lang ingon nga ritso-ritso ra gi tungod dako kag alam, malamon ka, dako ka og sample nga dako kag alam na maay kay ka pero di ka wa kay kabalo mo man sa tawo. So ang bali ang administration bali ikaw gid ang admin sa isa ka grupo, di ba? Tapos ikaw ang pagkuha mo ng position dili lang ingon nga kuan ra ka ritso ka na, but process and appointed and policy addition of the organization, they are appointed or elected to manage, no? Gi-elect gid nila para ma-manage. So administration is essential to ensure that all departments within the organization work effectively. It is the link between the managers and the workers. This provides the workforce with inspiration and helps them understand the organization of goals. So ang administration mo siya is essential to ensure department within the organization work effectively. Ang admin siya na ang ga-ensure bitaw nga kung unsa gid ang kanila bitaw trabaho nga work effectively, no? Mga ilang organization bali nalay patunguhan ba din ang organization gatunga na siya sa managers and workers. So di ba ang sa managers, which means ang managers ikaw ang admin bali gikuanan mo siya, no, galing between managers and workers. Di ba ang manager mo ni sa ga-manage sa imong company or sa imong organization, bali ikaw ray admin, bali ikaw ang dala, ikaw gadala. Then this provides the workforce with inspiration and helps them understand the organization goals. So every nga sa inyong kuan nga workforce nga sila kan mao na sila ang ga workforce nga ma-inspire sad nimo, then help them to understand unsa imong goal ani nga year, di ba? Unsa imong nga year, like example mabutang na to sa Calatrava hospital, no? Sa una lang admin bali ilang ospital murag wala ang lambo, din pagpuli ni Sir Jeric Bilargo bali siya may admin ra sa Calatrava, di ba? Kung na kayo ang ospital ron, grabe na nindot na kaayo, grabe pag-improvement kay gi-appoint na siya nga ma-elected nga mabutang niya to manage people, di ba? Kay karapat dapat niya nga di ang mabutang nga position. Then there are 4 basic function of administration. So first, planning. One main role of manager is creating plan to meet company goals and objectives. This involves allocating employee resources and delegating responsibilities, as well as setting realistic timelines and standards for completion. So ang planning, plano na sa usa ka mo na role sa usa ka manager nga, di ba? Ang basic function of administration mo na sa una planning, plano ninyo abot sa inyong giobra na mo'y goals and objective about sa imong company nga mao na metabo dapat karon year maabot ana murag naslay plano nga karon year naslay goals nga matapat mahimo na nila. Next, organizing. Along with planning and management skills can help ensure company department unit run smoothly, from establishing internal processes, structures to knowing which employees or team are best suited for specific tasks. Keeping everything organized throughout daily operation are important function of management. So organize kuan dili lang bala nga bot silingon nga ang admin lang mag-ubra, ang manager, but kamo tanan magtinabangay kamo na dili sa ingon nga admin ka di na kamo tabang sa imo ang mga subordinates or under nimo nga sa imong position, but below sa imong position, but magtinabangay kamo, di ba? Organizing. So next is directing. Managers should be comfortable and confident commanding their team members daily tasks, and as well as during periods of significant change or challenge. This involves projecting and strong sense of direction and leadership when setting goals and communicating new process, products, services, interpolicy. Ang directing, you are to right to nga mo tudlo si mong tawo nga unsay kinahanglang buhaton, di ba? Kanang nakay right na Diya sa nimo makita this involved projections of direction and leadership, di ba? Naki-direct nga, directing to teach them nga mao nitong kailangan buhaton, manage will be comfortable and commanding kanang imong pag-command sa imong team, nakay-right nga mo command sa imong team, but during periods you can change or challenge kanang nindot or maayo. Controlling. Next is controlling. To ensure all of the above function are working towards success of company should constantly monitor employee performance, quality of work, and efficiency of reliability or of completed project. So controlling, bali gina-control nimo ilang ginaobra kay usahay ang tao gud nga mabutangan nimo gud nga mao nay goal nimo sila gapadayon ra na paobra without knowing nga kundi sila murag nalapaw na, di ba? Like example, butang na to mga abi silang product kanang lan nga mugawas sila og kanang 190 every day. Dabi lang sang funds usak sako ibutang na to sa fund. Ay usak sako na mugawas abi na og 500 but ang resulta na niabot og 600. So ang quality of work kuan na kanang bali nugon ra kailong quality of product nang bragwa na ipulos, di ba? Dapat kinahanglan ginang control gina-monitor na sa monitor employee monitor nang ang manager kinahanglan i-monitor ang obra bara quality of work kanang ilang obra nindot ba na, di ba? Mao na so mao na ang the basic function of administration. So next is Principle of Administration by Henry Fayol. So first na planning is meant to determine who will do which task and what place and how. So kana sa planning nanay gigibahig nga mga obra nga kung kinsa mo obra diha asa nga lugar, di ba, ug unsaon kana pag obra, di ba, and the administrator have to take due step for the successful execution of the function of the school from time to time. So ang administrator nasa right nga mahimo sag step nga dapat mao na kinahanglang tumanon tapa maging success ilang obra, di ba? Organizing is the management function that follows planning, involves the assessment of tasks, the grouping of tasks into departments and the assignment of authority with adequate responsibility, allocation of resources across the organization to achieve common goals. So ang planning, human yung plano, dapat organize mo. Kung unsahan yung plano, kalang mo sa ninyong tumanon. 'Di ba? Kung plano ninyo nga dapat yung plano mo na unsa so sa mag-organize mo nga mao nitong plano, mao nitong sunod, mao nitong ingon sa atong admin. So kinahanglan tumanon na ninyo, di ba? Para namoy common goals to achieve common goals. Kay every organization good every year nagomoy or every month or every week nagomoy common goals nga maabot ninyo or ma-achieve na ninyo. Then unity of command, you have the right to command your subordinates. Then next is hierarchical transmission of orders, separation of powers, authority, subordination, and representative control, centralization, no? Central discipline and order. So ikaw nga kuan nakay right to discipline and order and meeting and reports. So meeting and reports maabot mo na itong nakakuan mo na ato arong na mo na itong ginansa karon nga year, mo na ito ang di ba ang gross mo na tibukan natong kita tanan karon nya ang net mao na limpyo tungod sa atong expenses kuan, di ba? Meeting and reports kinahanglan sa reports mao na sa reports no mga example din meeting kinsa atong wala kanos atong mag-meeting, what time, asa, dayon kanos kinsa atong kinsa atong wala, di ba? Accounting, so money. So next, mo ni example, no, mga picture, no, di ba, planning, no, mga plano, mga goals ninyo, then organizing. If you can see the picture, no, natawan yung picture, so ga-organize no, laylahi sila, balay gatabangay sila, din directing is a key manager function, balay ikaw ang ga-guide nila kung asa ta padulong, no, mo nitong subayin nga dalan, dita mo simang dita sa mo simang sa dili may dalan, no, ibalay ikaw nga direct kan balik ikaw administration balik ikaw ginalantaw sa mga tao din controlling, no, gina-control mo ang mga tao base dili na mailong ginabuhat. Next is principle of administration. So mao ni mga picture, di ba? Hierarchy define, no, orders, boards, president, BFS, no, mao na example. Constitution, di ba? Legislative, executive, centralization, di ba? Ang centralization balay imong opinion, balay ikaw gi-centralize ana from the word centralization, di ba? Ano siya? Then unity of command. Then ang start kaniyo, if you can see this picture, kanang nay manisang kuan kanang marag namoy common goals ba to achieve your common goals. So that's all para sa ako nga report, and God bless you, sir.
Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. I am Justin Mahilom, and I'm going to report about administration and management. I know that you have already an idea what is administration and management, but I'm going to get deeper what is the difference between them. So, I know nga, daghan na mong idea or daghan na mong nadungog about administration and management. But kung imo silang paminaw, it's just like they are the same. So mo na nga, mo get deeper ta what those words are. So, first is administration. Administration is an act of administering the whole organization by a group of people. No? When we say organization, just try to picture out a pyramid. No? In pyramid, there is a higher position, second of higher position, and in a lower position. And in that position, which means is there is a person behind it. So naay mga tawo sa usa ka grupo, kailangan dili na siya matawag nga grupo if walay tawo. So naay tawo. So if naay group, kinahanglan jud natog someone nga maoy mo lead nato o someone nga maoy mo administer sa ato ang group. Kay kung wala na, ma-create jud ang kagubot, no? So mani na punta sa management. Management is a systematic way of managing people and things within the organization, no? When we say systematic, no, mo siya ang methodical, no? Methodical ka nam naibitay method kung saan niya pag manage ang mga tao within the organization. In short, ang administration, it is a whole organization ang iyahang gi-administer. But in management, it's just within the organization, sa sulod lang sa organization. Second, administration is a high-level activity. High-level na dyan siya kay kung mo-administer ka, ikaw administrator ka, dili ka makukuha ng mga ginagmay lang, but imuha na ng obligasyon ang tanan nga whole na ba imong daghan na kay kag i-hold ana, daghan na kay kang pangkuptan nga mga activity. So high level na jud ang imuhang pagahimuon. So sa management naman is an activity of business and functional level. So diri ra mahitabo ang mga business, like for example in a hotel, no? Muna siya kung lantaw nimo kung functional ba ang imuhang pag-manage sa mga tao or functional ba ang business, ang activity, ang mga gipangbuhat sa usa ka business, no? Lantaw nimo dira kung functional ba ilang mga activity nga gipanghimo, dili ba siya negative or negative ang mga panghitabo, ano? Sa administration, it is a policy formulation is performed by the administration. When we say policy formulation, no, kay mo siya mag-perform sa administration. When we say policy formulation is the function of the top level managers. They are the ones responsible for developing the policies and goals for the organization. It is also strategy formulation refers to the process of choosing the most appropriate course of action for the realization of organizational goals and objectives and thereby achieving the organizational vision. So, in organizational, nadyo tayo vision sa ato ang pagahimo, ano? So, mo na silang someone nga maghimo og policy. Sila dyan na mag-create, sila na mag-conduct og policy. No? In a management naman, focuses on implementation. Sila na ang magpa-implement. From the word implement, sila ang magpatupad. So, kung mo-perform ang administration of policy, ang management naman, dito po sila ga-focus sa pag-implement. So, meaning, mumandar ang administration, ang management naman, sila na po ang mo pa-implement. Ano rin siya. So, second at fourth dahil. Administration functions include legislation and determination. Ga-function siya, ga-include siya sa legislation and determination. When we say legislation, mo na siya ang batas, or meaning is a lawmaking. Sila na ang mo patupad og batas, no, mo siya legislation. Like for example na lang sa municipal ordinance, kana mo nga bawal man luwa jud, kanang bawal mo gamit og plastic, mo na siya example sa municipal ordinance, no? Yan na ba, mo na siya kuan sa legislation. Og dapat sila po na mo kuan sa determination. I know nga kabalo naman mo unsang determination, man siya ang determinado. So dira na sila include na nila ang ang kana mo nila yung function. So may napunta sa management. Management functions of management are executive and governing, no? From the word executive, tagapagpaganap, sila na ang mag tagapagpaganap ba kanamtang mo execute bitaw. So kung unsa man ang gibuhat nga law sa administrator, ang management naman sila na ang mo patupad, no? Same ra gyapon sila sa implement bitaw. It is a function of governing. When we say governing, namamahala, no? Function of management are executive and governing. Sila ni ang mopa-execute o sila po ni ang mamahala, no? Sa wait lang. So, next is administration takes all the important decision of the organization. Sila dyan ni ang magkuan sa pinaka-importante bitaw nga desisyon kay syempre high rank na ka, ikaw jud ang mopatupad sa importante nga decision sa usa ka organization, no? Ikaw niya mo ang imuhang decision pinaka-importante sa organization kay bisan pag ikaw taas po kag ranggo dira, pero kung mas taas magranggo ang imuhang administrator, ang imuha dya pong administrator ang matuman. Ilaha dya pong words or decision ang pinaka-importante. So, dili naman ta sa management. Management makes decision under the boundaries set by the administration. Which means is, kung unsa man to'y sulti or unsa man to'y decision sa administrator sa ilahang organization, dira na pod mo takes og decision ang management. Meaning, kung unsa ilang decision, under gasunod Japon sa administrator. Dili sila kabut-buot og decision nga ila-ilahara. Need jud nilag subay sa ilahang administrator. So next is administration rule is decisive in nature, no? When we say decisive, it is a mapagpasyahan. Dapat kanang bitaw decisive is a final na jud ba nga decision kanang sure na jud, secure na nga decision mo ng final decision na. So dapat kung mukha na sila, dapat in-nature na jud na sa administrator nga kumusulti sila, final na jud, dili bitaw like for example mo decision ka karon yaman ka ay ayaw lang to dayon na ang akong gihimong batas, di na siya pwede. Kinahanglan nga mo kung ikaw administrator kumusulti ka, dapat final na jud kay madamay man imo mga tawo ana kay ikaw ay gadala sa imo mga tawo. So syempre kung musulti ka, dapat final na jud kay maapektahan man na sila kung unsa ang imuhang isulti mo na siyang kinahanglan. Imuhang nature dapat ka kumurol ka sa usa ka organization, imuha dapat in nature is decisive, imuhang mga ipangsulti, no? In management naman, plays an executive role in the organization, no? So executive rules meaning mupatupad jud sila rules sa usa ka place. Sila na like for example kung unsa man tong gisulti nga final sa usa ka administrator, sila na po niya mo patupad, no? Mo play an executive role in the organization. Sila na mo palaganap ana nga role. So next is administration is concerned with framing policies and setting objectives, no? So sila ni concern na sila sa ilahang mga policies, kung ilang policies ba nga gi-make as positive ba ang mahitabo. Ay basig sometimes kung magpataka lang tag-create og policy dira nya mahitabo di ay negative ang mahitabo. So dapat i-make sure nila nga ang ilang policy nga ilang ipalaganap is positive kay concerned po na sila sa ilahang mga ipang frame nga policy or setting objectives kay naman jud tay objective sa bawat natong ipanulti, no? Sa bawat organization naman jud tay objective. So dapat ang mga administrator po dira sila concerned sila dapita dira. And management is all about plans and action, no? Which means is ilahang kuana na ilahang focus ana is about plans and action. Like for example, ikaw ang manager or ikaw ang ga-manage sa usa ka hotel, imuha na jud dirang focus ang unsaon nimo pagpatupad og plans. Kung like for example naapsa na mo sa ubang hotel na mas na dili na kayo fame abi inyong hotel, wala na kayo matulog or mo visit sa inyong hotel, so ikaw na dire magplan kung unsaon na nimo nga mapabungga na nimo imong hotel dira nya. Naabi mga bad record imong mga hotel, ay mga bad record nga nahitabo, so ikaw na mohatag og action unsaon na nimo pag resolve ang problema dira. Ikaw na mohatag og plans and action, no? Imuha na ng problema na sa manager, no? Sa management na siya. So dito na po the next is administrator is responsible in the administration of the organization. So kung ikaw administrator ka, obligasyon dyan na nimo kung saan na nimo kung ikaw administrator, it's your responsible na how you administer your organization, no? Kung giunsa na nimong imuhang pag-administer sa imong mga tawo, kung moingon sabi yung uban nga maot kayo ang ilang administration dira, maot kayo lang organizational administration, it is because of the administrator mo na siyang dapat responsibilidad dyan na nimo siya kay ikaw may administrator, ikaw may taas-taas dira. Next is the management looks after the management of the organization. So kung ikaw manager, lantawon dyan na nimo kung giunsa na nimo pag-manage ang imong organization. Ginalantaw na nimo kang maayo ba pag-manage, nabay mga problema imong mga tao dira, no? So next is administration focuses on making the best possible utilization of the organization's resources, no? When we say utilization, it is kung saan mo paggamit, no? Kung imuha bang mga giunsa na nimo administration focuses on making the best possible utilization of the organization resources. Kung inyuhang resources sa usa ka organization giunsa effective ba na inyuhang paggamit, no? Utilization is ang paggamit, kung effective ba na, kung na-minimize ba ninyo inyong mga resources, kung nagamit ba tanan, wala ba na sayang-sayang. So sa management naman, management focuses on managing people and their work. So dira na ka nimo lang tawo, dapat naapog kay paki sa imong mga tawo. Kay base dira sa imong mga tawo, ikaw sa usa ka management, ikaw manager, tapos imong mga tawo day wala day ay unity, kay nagkakanya-kanya na lang. So meaning inyong management na bagsak jud, no? So dapat concern po ka sa imong mga tawo, no? Kung giunsa nila ang ilang pagtrabaho, kay kung wala na sila nagka-unity dira, maapektuhan jud na ang ilang trabaho, no? So that's all the difference between administrator and management. So next is, what is an administrator? An administrator is a person who make sure an organization is running at full capacity. Mo na siya someone nga mag-make sure nga ga-function ba tanan or ga-function ba ang ilang organization at full capacity, no? Kay base dira nga wala di ay, no? Maot di ang result sa ilang organization. Next is, their particular rules depends on the form of company, organization, or agency they operate in. An administrator may be someone assigned to oversee an organization for its affairs, which means is napadji mas labaw pa sa administrator, kay he is the administrator, someone assigned to oversee organization for its affairs. When we say oversee, no, just try to picture out in one family, no, there is mother and father and mga childrens. Sa kinamagulangan, like for example, kinamagulangan ka, so which means is napay mas labaw nimo imuhang parents. So kung mula ka imong parents, bilinan jud ka sa imong parents nga ikaw mo bantay sa imong mga manghod ug i-report nimo kung unsa ilang pagahimuon. So ikaw ang mulantaw, murag mao nay obra sa administrator, taas tuod ka pero naapay mas taas pa nimo. Ikaw lang mo oversee, ikaw lang tiglantaw sa imong organization, no? Muna siya. That's all. Thank you. Once again, I am Justin Mahilom.
An administrator as an organizer. The formulate short and long-term strategies that set specific priorities and objectives. To put another way, they strive to get the organization where it needs to go, to ensure that the plans work. The planner must above all and understand how, where, and who the program as a whole. The function of the administrator are essential to the organization they operate. The rules usually involve wide and variety duties including the filing and administration. So, administrator as an organizer, so administrator is tinatawag na to, sa Tagalog is tagapangasiwa. So, there are term of administrator can have several different meaning. So, in a company or organization, he or she is the person who ensure that everything operates efficiently. So, ang administrator is na-assign na mulihok sa kabutang na like in opisina na everything na make it sure jud na fixed jud kayo o na settle na, and their specific duties depend on the type of a company organization or entity where they work. So administrators above all need to be highly organized and have a good communication skills. So required din sa administrator na nasa communication skills para maayo pud ang iyang pagdala sa tawo. So in the world of business, administrators are the people who in charge business administration. So they manage the company finance.
Good day to each and everyone. I'm gonna continue the discussion where this is the skills of an effective administrator. Ability implies a capacity that can be created, not inherently inborn, and this is expressed in output, not more potential. Therefore, the main ability requirement must be successful under various circumstances. Although good administrators are widely recognized for their selection and training, there is surprisingly little agreement among executives or educators on what makes a good administrator. This subject indicates what could be a more useful approach in manager selection and growth. This is not based on what a good executives are, but on what they do. The three basic development ables.
Three basic developable skills of administrators. It is assumed here that an administrator is one who directs the activities of other person. Pasabot siya ang leader sa usa ka aktibidad sa usa ka tawo nga gipanghimo nila. Ikaduha, undertakes the responsibility for achieving certain objectives through these efforts. Siya ang responsibilidad para sa pag-abot sa mga aktibidad para dili masayang ang ilang pagpaningkamot. Within this definition, successful administration appears to rest on three basic skills which we call technical, human, and conceptual.
So good day everyone, my name is Rolly M. Roquero Jr. So karon ako ang i-report ang technical skill. Technical skill required an understanding and expertise of a particular form of operation, particularly one involving methods, processes, procedure, or techniques. It requires advanced expertise, analytical skill within that field, and facility in the use of particular discipline, methods, and techniques. So technical skill. Pagdapat ang technicals para sa ng computer, programming languages, common operation system, software efficiency, technical writing, project management, o data analysis. So dapat kabalo ka na, so ito ka na kay pag ma-apply kag mga company para sa nang mosulod kag mga office, para sa na city hall, apply ka diha, laban diha computer jud mo, kailangan jud ka og advanced knowledge anang pag-abot sa computer kay basag office mo nga applyan mao jud na laban. Ug dako na kayo nga tabang basag suhito kay ka sa kuan sa technology o kanang para sa mga IT, so ito na sila mong laban yun na office ang mga IT ug dirita sa forward ta diri sa kuan human skill. The person with high developed human ability is aware of his own emotion, opinions, and perception about other individuals and groups. He can see the importance and weaknesses of those feelings. Human skills is the ability of the executive function efficiently as a member of the community and create cooperative efforts within the team which he leads. So, ang tao nga na ay na highly developed kanang kuan bitaw siya taban ng matured na siya gunahon na dako na siya tabang sa usa ka team ug kay para cooperate na siya sa usa ka grupo ug makahatag bitaw siya ga ideya nga kanang pang matured nga ideya ba kay nya aware pud siya sa mga ginapangsulti niya sa iya mga ka-team, mga opinion, emotion, aware pud siya ana ug dili pud siya magsigig pataka og istorya diha ug kanang bisag unsa nga makasakit sa iyang ka-team. Dapat kabalo siya ba, aware siya sa mga iyang ginapangsulti siyang team niya. Dapat usa na niya gisulti siyang team, iyan na nang gipangunahon na daan nga kani makamaayo ba siyang member sa iyang team. Maura na, salamat. Thank you.
Conceptual skills. This competence is a defining organizing component of the administrative process and overwhelming ultimate significance because the overall performance of an organization depends on the strategic capacity of its executives to formulate and execute policy decisions. Conceptual skills. Conceptual competence require the ability to see the organization as a whole, includes understanding the organization, different functions depend on one another, and how all the others are influenced by change in any component. Relative importance of technical, human, and conceptual skills. We may recognize that analytical ability represents understanding of the organization, technological as well human aspects. In a very real sense, however, the definition of skill as the ability to turn information into the practice well, allow one to differentiate between the three skills of conducting the technical tasks, technical skills, knowing and motivating individuals and groups human skill, and organizing and combining all the organization's tasks and objectives towards a common purpose, conceptual skills at every level. Human skill. The skill to collaborate with others is important for successful management at all levels. A current research study has shown that human capacity at the supervisory level is of greatest importance. Finding out the supervisorship's role as an administrator is to attain the cooperation of people in working group. Another study support this finding applies it to the middle management community, adding that the main concern of the administrator is to promote cooperation with the organization, and yet another report that specifically dealing with the top management highlights the need for the executives at the stage to be self-aware and sensitive to human relationships.
On the top level, as demonstrated in the preceding article, analytical capacity is increasingly important in more accountable executive roles where its effects are maximized and easy to observe. Nevertheless, recent research results lead to a conclusion that is analytical capacity is the most assess, essential attribute of all highest level of the highest level of administration. As the president of Bridgeport Brass Company, Herman Steinkross said, one of the most important lessons which I learned on this the presidency is the most importance of the according the various department into effective team, and secondly to recognize the shifting emphasis from the time to time of the relative importance of various department of the business. Example, the top level the skills section of your resume show employers you have the abilities required to special attention kay kaning skills nimo determine if you should move on the next step of the hiring process. In this article, we examine 10 important skills to include on resume, as well to tips on how to best craft the skills section of your resume, and the relative importance of various department of business. So if you aren't sure how to show your best skills on your resume, you can get professional help with your business to resume. Top 10 skills for to run the business and effective your team. 1. Active listening. 2. Communication. 3. Computer skills. 4. Customer service. And 5. Interpersonal skills. 6. Leadership. And 7. Management skills. Problem. 8. Solving. 9. Time management. And 10. Transferable skills. And hard skills versus the soft skills. When employers are looking to hire employees who have right to mix the two different types of soft skills and hard skills. And proceed to developing the skills. This approach indicates that executives should not be recruited. Executives should not be recruited on the basis of their apparent position of variety of habits, attributes, or personalities, but on the basis of possessing the necessary skills for a particular degree of responsibility involved. Skill. Each skill is experience, ability, growth, advanced training, knowledge, learning, competence, training. Experiences. Experiences. If you're having a difficult time determine what skills an employee may want to see, consider contacting a professional already working in the industry position similar to the one you're applying for. Ability. Skills are transferable skills that are useful in nearly every job. They involve the development of an expertise, knowledge base, or mindset that makes you more attractive to employers. Growth. Personal development, self-concept, problem-solving, self-management, and social development, acceptance and respect of others, communication skills, and sociability. And academic development, study skills, and learning attitudes called success. Advanced training, like example of soft skills and online training. Communication, active listening, and being able to articulate thoughts are crucial in the workplace. Compassion, staffers have to maintain a certain degree of professionalism. Adaptability, teamwork, creative problem solving, time management and conflict management, and positivity. Knowledge. 8 ways to keep your knowledge and skill current. Take professional development courses and use online resources. 3. Attend professional events. 4. Network online. 5. Invest in education and certifications. 6. Follow the thought leaders on social media channels. 7. Read white papers and case studies. Team awesome learning examples that inspire you. The learning is branching, scenario-based and learning at scale, adaptive assessment, micro-learning, and question polls. Competence is knowledge, behaviors, attitudes, and even skills that lead the ability to do something successfully or efficiently. The ability to make business decisions would be competency. Skill learned in and applied abilities that use one knowledge effectively in execution or performance, like professional competencies, critical thinking, and creative problem solving, exercise sound reasoning to analyze issues, make decisions, and solve problems. Communication, teamwork, and collaboration, leadership, professionalism, global perspective, technology and information management, and career management. Learning, for example, good communication skills, critical thinking, working well in the team. Like training is career oriented method of teaching workplace skills. It's aimed to providing personalized hands-on training to employees in the workplace or prospective employees looking for employment in order to equip with the competencies required for perform a particular job and possessing necessary skills. So, and that's my report. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am John Ray Remedios and this is my assigned topic. Okay, shall we start? Technical skill. Creation of technical skill has been attracting tremendous attention from industry and educational institutions for many years and much progress has been made. So, technical skill also known as hard skills. So, in this case, ang paglikha ng technical skills ay nakakaakit ng napakalaking atensyon mula sa industriya at mga institusyong pang-edukasyon. It is because knowledge is a power and the more your employees know, the more your business can grow. Human skills. Nevertheless, human ability was much less known. The systematic process of progress has only recently been made in proving it. Today, through organizations and experts are following several different approaches to the development of human skills. Okay, human skills, sometimes known as soft skills. So ngayon, sa magitan ng mga organisasyon at eksperto ay sumusunod sa ilang iba't ibang diskarte sa pagpaunlad ng mga kasanayan ng tao. Many of these methods find their application in applied psychology, human engineering, and a host of other forms that involve professional technician to support the businessman with his human problems. However, as a practical matter, the executive must develop his own interpersonal skills instead of relying on others' advice. To be effective, he must develop on personal point of view toward human activity so that he will first recognize the feelings and sentiments which he bring to a situation. So, alamin ang damdamin at sentimento na dinadala niya sa isang sitwasyon. Second, have an attitude about his own experiences which will enable him to reevaluate and learn from them. So, magkaroon ng saloobin tungkol sa kanyang sariling mga karanasan na magbibigay daan sa kanya upang muling suriin at matuto mula sa mga ito. So, you can learn from your experiences because experience is the best teacher. Next, develop ability in understanding what others by their action and words are trying to communicate to him. So, develop your skills in understanding. Develop ability in successfully communicating his ideas and attitude to others. So, develop your communication skills to share your ideas or thoughts to others. Conceptual skill. Conceptual ability was not generally understood as a human ability. So, ang conceptual skill ay hindi karaniwang naintindihan tulad ng human abilities. A variety of methods have been attempted with varying result. So, may iba't ibang mga pamaraan ay sinubukan na may iba't ibang mga resulta. So, to help improve these skills. So some of the outcomes were often obtained by superior coaching subordinates. So coaching to give instruction to the subordinates or give a task. So one way a superior can support his subordinates coach is by assigning a specific task and then by asking feedback or thoughts instead of providing answers. 8. Subordinates needs assistance. That's all. Thank you.
How to handle typical administrative challenges. So, administration is a complex role which requires a range of professional skills including time management, interpersonal ability. So, ang administration kay ga-require gina siya og professional skills. It's because it is the whole organization that you are going to administer. So bali, you need to have the personal abilities like the behaviors and tactics that you are going to use in order to interact others effectively, because you are going to organize the whole organization or administer the whole organization. So the administration department also is considered as the core of operations performed for the whole organization. So without the administration department, so wala gid ya ang whole organization. It's because ang administration department amo na siya ang mag-administer sang whole organization. So to overcome and control any potential risk, you should set up a success administration department by developing the management and leadership skills. So hindi man gina siya naton malikayan ang isa ka administration nga naay mga risk and mga challenges. So para ma-overcome, dapat as an administrator in the whole organization, dapat mag-develop sang time management and the leadership skills. So they need to motivate also their followers, their subordinates, and provide them with direction. So dapat ginamotivate sad ang imong mga followers, imong mga subordinates kung paano nila nibuhaton so para hindi magka-chaos. So they must good leader also support their team members in order for them to succeed. So dapat may support gid ang iyang mga members. So sa administration department, dapat ara gid ang management ug ang leadership, kay dapat mag-uba na sila in order to overcome challenges and risk. Kay kung wala ang management kag wala ang leadership, hindi gina siya so wala gid hindi dili ninyo overcome ang inyong mga challenges. It's because wala kamo teamwork. So iya lang kamo. So dapat there is a good management and then a good leadership also. So here are some office management tips to keep things running smoothly also. So naa ko diri mga tips para sad ang isa ka organization ma-administer og tarong and then mo run smoothly even though there are challenges na moabot, but they are going to handle it very nice, very smooth. It's because there is good management and there is good leadership. So but in order to attain those good management and good leadership, so one must, or the organization must sharpen their communication skills. So pinakauna gid ang communication skills, kay dira man na that is the basic need. So paano ka mo mag-manage kung hindi good ang inyong communication skills? So dapat ang isa ka organization there is good communication skills. Next is work on your people management skills. So, dapat kaybaw ang isa ka organization nga mo manage sa iyang mga tawo para ang organization like mag-work together, unite together in order to overcome those challenges and risks. And then be an innovative thinker. So as an administrator, a leader, and a leader, so dapat you should be one must be an innovative thinker pod also. Like there must be plan A, dapat may ara man plan B and plan C. Hindi lang mag-stick sa plan A para kung palpak ang plan A, may ara man backup plan. Plan B and the plan C, and dapat may ara pagid plano nga iban. And then continue education and professional development. So dapat work together, and then there is professionalism in every work. So here are also how to handle typical administrative challenges. So ubanan sa management o sa good leadership skills, there are also ways kung paano din mahandle ang mga administrative challenges sa imong mga members and subordinates as a administrator. So first is vacations. So once people get a chance to relax and refresh, productivity and satisfaction increase. So, ang imo sad nga mga subordinates, kung good ka nga administrator, dapat imo sad i-consider ang ilaha nga side. As long as go work sila effectively, satisfactionally, so deserve sad nila ang vacations. Like chance to relax and refresh. So gaan mo sila vacations, kay sa paghatag nimo sa vacations maka-relax sila, maka-refresh, and then ang iyang advantage ana is iyang productivity og satisfaction increase, kay mahappy man sila kay imo sila gitagaan vacations or considerations nga maka-relax and refresh for a short time. So yet worker absences may create vacancies that can spread out too far to cover other workers. So ang paghatag sad nimo sa vacation is dapat yung finish na iyang work or naalain nga subordinate or member ang magpalit sa iyaha para ang mga ang mga ulubrahon hindi na siya magdamo, hindi na magka-chaos. It's because napabayaan. So dapat ang paghatag pud sa vacations well planned also as an administrator. So dapat nakaplano gid siya tama. And then next is leave of absence. So in order to handle typical administrative challenges, to maghatag ka gid leaves of absence. Covering an absence leave can seem overwhelming, but those specialized staffing agencies may help you solve those administrative challenges. Organizations should pre-evaluate applicants who are willing to fill before the full-time employee returns for a weeks or several months. So hindi man gid nato malikayan na ang worker or ang isa nimo ka subordinate or member sa inyong organization is mag-leave because of some emergencies and other cases. So dapat ready ka sa mga amon na. So before na ay mag-leave, so dapat ready na to ang iba ni mga na kay naka ready na plan or plan na ang isa ka subordinate mo palit sa isa ka nga nag-leave kay para ang mga ulubrahon hindi siya magtambak, and then also naalang siya smooth na ang flow sa inyong administration or wala na siya chaos, wala na siya gubot. It's because naayo na tama sa pag administer nimo. So next is busy seasons and special projects. So when you encounter seasonal peaks or land a special project at your company or organization, bringing in part-time employees will help alleviate core working people at these instances. So in order na ma-cope up kay isa ni siya ka-challenge ang busy seasons ang special project. So need ka og damo na tawo para mo participate sa amo ni nga mga kinds of busy seasons and special projects. Like example is end of the month, like damo gid ulubrahon sina ang isa ka business administration. So in order to cope up those challenges, pwede ka gid maka-bring in part-time employees. So in order to alleviate core working people at these instances. So para ang mga trabahoon pod sa isa is hindi gano kadamo, and then dasig lang siya matapos is because na well manage nimo ang imong mga employees. It's because you also got those leadership skills kung paano nimo ginahandle ang imong mga team members. So work together para smooth flow, and then para makabot ninyo ang gina-goal ninyo or gina-objective ninyo sa organization, or in order for your organization to succeed such goal. And then next is the unexpected loss of an employee or personnel. If an employee quits suddenly, you will be saddled to get a handle in progress work concurrently and find a replacement, perhaps with as little as 2 weeks notice. In addition to recruiting skilled applicants looking for temporary to full-time jobs, a professional staffing agency will even have applicants ready to meet you the very next day. So, ang isa po sa challenges sa isa ka administration is ang pag-quit sang employee. So, dili man na na siya malikawan nga may mag-quit gid. So, dapat ang imong staffing agency is ready to handle sang amo na nga challenge. So, perhaps with as little as 2 weeks, recruit skilled applicants for temporary to full-time jobs. So, ang professional staffing agency, so ma-recruit naman sila bago nga mga applicants nga mag-offer offer such temporary to full-time jobs. So para dasig lang kamo makakuha applicants. Okay, so next. Okay. So amo nang to siya ang mga how to handle administrative challenges. So vacations, the leave of absence, busy seasons and special projects, and the unexpected loss of an employee or personnel. So let's go to Administrative Theory by Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol developed the administrative philosophy that known as the 14 Management Principles. So Henry Fayol was born in French family in the year 1841. He was a prolific writer on technological science and management matters. So the financial and general management was his most excellent writing. So kani si Henry Fayol isa ka philosophy nga which is known sa iya nga 14 management principles. So he was a prolific writer about technological science and management matters. So the financial and general management was his most excellent writing. He named to a mining firm as an engineer, and by 1880 he had risen to the company's position of managing director. He retired from the executive position in 1918. He was the company's managing director until his death. Henry Fayol was an accomplished management practitioner. So the administrative theory of Henry Fayol was all about the concept of departmentalization, which means the different activities to be performed or achieving the common purpose of the organization should be identified and be classified into different groups or departments such that the task can be accomplished effectively. So kani ang administrative theory ni Henry Fayol. So it was based on the concept of departmentalization, where he classified his organization into different groups or departments. Bali, gina-divide niya, there is a division of work para ang organization runs smoothly, and then ang mga task is ma-accomplish nila effectively because of his departmentalization. So may iya nga gina-groups niya, so amo ni nga kani nga group, so amo nila himuon kani nga group amo man ni, and then ani nga a group amo man ni ang ilang ginabuhat. So lain-lain sila og ginabuhat every group. So in order para ang ilang work is dasig lang, tapos well managed, and then para ma-accomplish lang nila ang ilang mga task, dasig lang siya ma-accomplish. And then pag dasig lang siya ma-accomplish, so dasig man lang makuha ang inyo na goal or masaksid kamo or masaksid ang inyong organization.
So, the 14 managerial concepts are: first, division of work. This principle, the same as Adam Smith division of labor. Division of labor or division of work, the separation of a work process into a number of tasks, with each task performed by a separate person or group of persons. If it's most often applied to system of mass production and one of the basic organizing principle of the assembly line. So, the number 2, authority. Manager must be able to give the order. Authority gives the right. So the authority, the power of right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. Then a person of organization having power of control in a particular, typically political of administrative sphere. So the number 3 is discipline. The discipline is employees must obey the respect the rules and regulation which governs the organization. So the discipline is the practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using punishment to correct disobedience, or a branch of knowledge typically one studied in higher education. And the number 4 is the unity of command. Every employee should receive the order of direction from only one immediate superior. So the under the principle of the unity of command is mean that all the force fall under the responsible commander. It requires a single commander with the requisite authority to direct all forces in pursuit of a unified purpose. Simply put, it means one mission, one boss. So number 5 is unity of direction. Each group of the organization should be directed by one manager using one plan. So the unity of direction, one unit and one plan for the group of activities having the same objective is the essence of this principle. It implies that there should be one head and one plan for a group of activities having the same objective. And our number 6 is subordination of individual interests to general interest. The management must see that the aims of the businesses are always supreme. So when individual works as a receptionist and smokes tobacco and cigarettes, if this affects his service is regarding to irritating clients or customers, the organization will expect an individual to smoke at time that will not affect his service provision. And our last, number 7, remuneration of personnel. The laborers must be paid a reasonable salary for their work. So the remuneration is the total amount of employee receive the performing job. Remuneration includes not only base salary but all other forms of financial compensation an employee receives. A company contribution to a retirement plan is deferred compensation, and as such is component of remuneration.
Centralization. It is the process of transforming assigning decision-making authority to a higher level of an organizational hierarchy. It's centralization that should follow this. So we all know that if we make a decision-making, it is required to a high level of an organizational hierarchy. Next, scholar chain. Scholar chain is a line of authority from top management to lower ranks, represent the hierarchy of scholar scale. Next, order. People and material should be in the right place at the right time. Picture shows that one decision is only applied to all staffs or members. Next, equity. In running business, a combination of kindness and justice is needed. So we all know that if you start a business or you launch a business, it requires a kindness, hard work, and balancing of your staff so that your business can be grow bigger and bigger. Next, stability of tenure of personnel. Staff work is well if job safety and career improvement are guarantees to the team. As we see the picture above, it represents that their stock market is going increase, and if I'm not mistaken, their staff will be promoted. Next, initiative. Allowing all personnel to show their initiative in some way is source of stretch for the organization. Picture says that they let their employee that show their skills in other way. And lastly, it is called esprit de corps. It is promoting team spirit, will build unity and harmony within the organization. So as we see as the picture above, the team would be doing a teamwork so that they build a unity and harmony of their organization. And that's it.